Hello everyone and welcome to the 1990s Le Mans Challenge Group C basically. Yes, so in this video we'll be of course reviewing all the rules for this amazing challenge voted by everyone on the Twitch broadcast. So I really hope that you enjoy this video. Let's learn the rules together and let's see what's what. So after studying the FIA rules book, and I've seen videos online about the cars that participated in the 1990s GTC class and what fuel economy they had, what engines they had, I decided on which rules will apply for this challenge. Really. So prepare yourselves everyone, because it's gonna be absolutely crazy. We'll be starting of course with as always, the production year. Obviously it will be 1990. That should be the production year in this challenge, 1990. Then of course the body type. The body type will be of obviously any Le Mans or race car body that fits the 90s period. Obviously you can choose a 1980s body, but make sure that the body, just Google 1990s Le Mans and you will see the inspiration. You can get inspiration on which bodies you want to use, or of course you can go with something strange, but make sure it looks like 90 specs basically. Next, of course, we have the quality sliders. Obviously, the quality sliders are allowed, but the Techpool, leave it default. When you click Start New Project, don't touch the Techpool, leave it as it is. Next, of course, we have the panels, the chassis, the engine placement, the suspension type when you are choosing the body. Yes, any option you want. Go crazy. You can choose any option you want when it comes to suspension, body, engine placement, and so on. And then of course you have the engine type. Well, according to the FIA rules book, the maximum capacity of the engines is 3.5 liters. 3.5 liters with maximum 12 cylinders only. So V16s are not allowed. Maximum V12s, 3.5 liter if it's naturally aspirated or if it's turbocharged. Next, of course, you have the fuel system. You can use absolutely any fuel system you want, carburetors or fuel injection. Believe it or not, there were actually some carburetors in that race, which is really funky. Next, of course, you have the intake, my friend. The intake, you can use any intake option you want. And then of course you have race parts. Obviously it's a racing car, so race parts are allowed. Next, of course, you have the fuel type, the allowed fuel type in this challenge. According to the FIA rules book, only 99 octane is allowed, leaded or unleaded. Only 99 octane allowed. So please make sure that your car actually runs on 99. You need to retard the ignition timing on your engine and until you see 99 exactly. This is the allowed octane bit. Then of course you have the exhaust headers. You can use any option you want. The exhaust itself, you need to put mufflers on the exhaust. Mufflers are required. Then of course you have the drivetrain. Only rear wheel drive are allowed. I really want to I don't want to see all wheel drive, because obviously, well, if people will start to choose all wheel drive, it's gonna be like, it's not gonna be interesting, because all wheel drive cars will win. Obviously I want to see only rear wheel drive, because all wheel drive will always win in BeamNG, always. So rear wheel drive only, please. Differential, obviously any option you want. And yes, tires, we'll be using only race tires, medium only, no hard, no soft, no wet, nothing, just race medium. I know in the Le Mans they will be using hard long life, because they want to extend the period, they extend the use and lower the pit stops. But I'll be driving these cars basically single or two laps, so medium compound race tires only, please. Then of course we'll be talking about the brakes. You can use any brakes option you want, but make sure your brakes actually work in BeamNG. Make sure they don't fade, they don't overheat. Make sure your brakes actually are awesome, basically racing brakes. Next, of course, you have aerodynamics. Obviously this is a racing car and aerodynamics are absolutely required. You can use any option you want. You can go with any crazy option you want. Go nuts. Show me what you can do with the aerodynamics. And as always, overheating cars will get disqualified. So make sure your car doesn't overheat in BeamNG, because obviously it's a racing car and it needs to run cool all the time. Next, of course, you have the seats or the interior. Well, you can use only race interior. Race. Don't go with standard or medium or premium. No. race interior option only with a single seat, only the driver's seat. That's it. Next, of course, you have the entertainment. Obviously, it's not allowed. You don't need to choose. You can go all the way until you find the none option. Select none. That's it. It's not allowed. Entertainment. Next, of course, the safety. This is extremely important because according to the FIA rules, you need to have roll cage and harnesses and fuel extinguisher and million other things to make sure your car is actually safe, which means safety is required with minimum 50 points on safety. This is the minimum, 50 points on safety. And that, of course, brings us to the reliability of the car. The car will be running for 24 freaking hours, so make sure your car, of course, is reliable with at least 50 reliability points. Make sure your car achieves 50 reliability points. This is the minimum allowed. Next, we will be moving on with the suspension. The suspension, obviously, well, you can go with any design you want, any tune you want. That is your choice, my friend. And of course, next we have the fuel economy. Yes, now, after studying the FIA rules book and after watching a lot of videos on 1990s Le Mans, the fuel economy the cars have achieved. So what I'm gonna do here is, for naturally aspirated engines, you need to have at least minimum 15 miles per gallon. 15 miles per gallon. For turbocharged engines, you need to have at least 25 mpg. And I'm serious about this, 25 mpg. I know some of you guys will say, no, we are not building a Prius, we are building a racing car. That's true. But according to the FIA rules book, they will give you limited amount of fuel. Can you imagine going with a racing turbocharged car and run out of fuel basically because your car is consuming so much fuel, you know, compared to the other cars? That's why 25 miles per gallon for the turbocharged, 15 for the naturally aspirated. All right, so let's see. Moving on with the next one with it, which is of course the approximate price. Now, yes, I did allow the quality sliders, but that doesn't mean you can put plus 15 on everything and give me a car that cost $1 million basically. That means, of course, the approximate cost for your car, your creation, will be maximum $300,000. $300,000. It seems actually, you know, enough basically in automation game. So yes, that you can go plus 15 on if you want on some parts of the car if you want, or you can go the smart option and just divide and conquer, as they call, divide your quality on the parts that actually need quality and keep it below 300,000 basically. Next, of course, we have the total weight of the car. If your car is running naturally aspirated, you can go with a minimum weight of 650 kilos. This, remember, for naturally aspirated, 650 kilos. If your car is turbocharged, you need to go with a minimum weight of 850 kilograms. Remember, 650 if your car is naturally aspirated, this is the minimum, or 850 minimum if your car is running with a turbocharger. Yeah. And the final bit, obviously, is the looks. Obviously, this is a racing car from the 90s, Le Mans racing car. Your car needs to look like 90s specs, basically. 90s looks, 90s everything basically, with obviously an interior, dashboard, steering wheel, a roll cage if you can, that would be really awesome, you know, and the usual decals and race car number and all of that. Make sure your car looks like a real racing car basically. So yeah, make sure your car looks like a racing car. So, and that's pretty much it really. And basically in this challenge, not only will be of course focusing on the fastest car, I'll be of course focusing on the prettiest car as well, the car that was built with extreme details. So yes, I'll be giving the prize car to two winners. The winner of the most beautiful car, I'll be putting a vote obviously, and the second winner will be of course the fastest car. Yeah, but of course the fastest car needs to have interior and dashboard and seat and all of that. Don't give me something which is like absolutely empty. And that brings us next, of course, to the deadline. So the deadline of this challenge is, of course, the 18th of August 2024. Don't forget to submit your car on my Discord channel, the link in the description below. So yes, as I mentioned, if you want to participate in this challenge, just create your own car and submit the .car file on my Discord, the link in the description below. Of course, if you like my work and if you want to support me, support this channel, the link in the description below for my Patreon page. You can of course subscribe over there, and by doing that you'll be of course eligible to create your own challenge on our channel. Or of course you can download all of my crazy creations on automation, so you can play them in your BeamNG.drive. Also, everything is on my Patreon page, the link in the description below. So that's pretty much it. Don't forget to hit that like button, get subscribed, and I'll see you guys very soon. So thank you so much everyone for watching, and goodbye for now, my friends.